During the game when the Ravens played the Steelers, CBS decided to pull a pre-recorded musical performance that Rihanna had done for them because they felt that it would be inappropriate considering that Ray Rice was all over the headlines in the domestic violence case. Now, CBS, according to Mediaite, said it pulled the intro last Thursday to maintain a, quote, appropriate tone as Rihanna was beaten by then-boyfriend Chris Brown several years ago in another high-profile instance of domestic violence. Now, they also canceled a comedic performance by Don Cheadle, and that was part of the reason why they were worried that having a comedic performance at a very serious time during the NFL would be disastrous, right? Or during the game, I should say, would be disastrous. So,
well, this is goofy in a couple of levels, right? I mean, they're playing a football game. I mean, it's not... If at halftime you saw Don Cheadle in a comedy bit, would people really be like, really? Yeah. In the middle of a football game when the Ray Rice saga is happening? It's not like it was 9/11. I mean, you know, if you were joking around about Ray Rice, you did a comedy sketch about Ray Rice and Don Cheadle's like, ha ha, and he's like, oh, uppercut, then yes, then that would be inappropriate.
Right.
But that's not what was going to happen.
No, and besides which, you're having a debate as to whether or not you want to play a pre-recorded musical performance by Rihanna during a game. Like, if you're taking the domestic violence situation so seriously and it's a fucking game, right? It's not like a press conference or something like that. It's a football game. Like, it's all fun and games. You know, even though people take it very seriously, it's still supposed to be a fun event.
Or maybe you could have, if that was that somber a moment, maybe you could have canceled the football game. Oh, wait a minute.
That's exactly my point. They didn't. Of course they didn't do it. And by the way, look, you're punishing Rihanna for something that Ray Rice did, adding insult to injury when it comes to Rihanna's case.
And that's obviously the main point here.
Yeah.
She was the victim of Chris Brown. So
you're going to cancel her musical performance?
That's so nonsensical, you can hardly wrap your mind around it.
So then CBS was like, all right, you know, now that things have kind of fizzled out a little bit with the Ray Rice story, we might use that pre-recorded performance this week.
Are they not merciful?
Rihanna was like, no. She went on Twitter and she said the following: CBS, you pulled my song last week. Now you want to slide it back in this Thursday. No. Fuck you. Y'all are sad for penalizing me for this, which I actually agree with. Why are they punishing her for something that Ray Rice did? It doesn't make any sense. And then she also had a second tweet that I loved. It just said, the audacity.
I like that. I'm going to tweet that randomly every once in a while.
The audacity.
Okay, yeah, you go get him. No, I like Rihanna in that first tweet because she's keeping it real.
Yeah.
Look, she's very powerful, she's rich, so I get that it's not like she's a regular person who needs a job or anything. But at the same time, CBS is a huge entity, right? And it's part of a larger corporation, so that can cost her a lot of money. And so for her to be like, well, okay, that's interesting, but fuck you. I was like, damn, okay, I like it.
Yeah. Rihanna's like unapologetically aggressive when it comes to certain things. And sometimes I like it. I think in this case, she makes a really good point. Like, why are you penalizing me for this? It just didn't make any sense. And if anything, CBS did it in an effort to avoid criticism. And now they're getting criticism. Yeah. So it wasn't really a smart move on their part. I think that sometimes when you're too concerned with negative headlines about your network or your company or whatever, you make really bad choices that will lead to negative headlines about your company or your network.
Right. Now, any kind of reasoning here is, if you stretched it would be, well, Rihanna got back together with Chris Brown after the beating, so maybe that people will think about that and No, but you don't get to, she was the victim of the beating, so you don't have to get into her personal life and try to figure out if she did the right things or did the wrong things, and because of that you should ban her music. Like, if you didn't do a Chris Brown song before a Ravens game, I got it. No problem. Agreed, right? But to take it out on Rihanna, I mean, I'm just stretching to think maybe it's because she got back together with Chris Brown, but that's not right either, right? Then who else does she date, and how are we going to judge that? And then affect whether you play her. And they were going to play the music anyway. They were just going to wait a week. It's just, and you're right, Anna. It's because they panic.
They panic.
They're like, oh my God, pull it. What happened? No, wrong. No, we're out, gone.
Yeah.
Wait, did we do the right thing? Wow, sick that we did it wrong again.
Sorry.
So not well played.